Wah! Hello, everybody. Here. Hello. Where am I? Oh, hang on. Here I am. Hey, everybody. It's me. It's Andy. DecayedAndy here. How are you all doing? It is Tuesday. I say with confidence it's Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. I see young daddy in chat. How do daddy does? Daddy do go? Daddy do goo? Daddy raided? Raiding. How you raiding? You know, Final Fantasy. Hopefully that's gone well. We're playing NieR today. I've checked and we are getting close to the end of part 1. So I'll need to make a tactical save to make sure that I get everything done in my spare time, potentially. Daddy says same as normal. No raid today. That's good. Have you rolled for Guitar Lady in Wawa? I know she was your favorite and you're really looking forward to it. Let's get to game. NieR day. NieR time. Not too far. It's good. How long until, like, what's the names comes into the game? Is it 15 days or something? Come on, game. Come on, game. I'll need to turn the volume up because I was doing... Yeah, Guitar Lady. Yeah, the elf lady. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Welcome. I need to turn up the sound because it is quiet. Because I was doing all the side quests off stream because obviously they're fucking boring. Whoops, not mono. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there we go. All right. Nah, she's boring as fuck. Yeah. How long until what's her name comes on though? Is she next? Well, like how many days? Like 15 days? More? Less? I've nearly caught up with everything as well. Nearly done everything in Wawa. Well, that I can do. Almost. Apart from the big hard endgame challenges where the game just pushes my poo in. Yeah, Cart, she's next patch. Yeah, when that though? Alright. We're not playing Wawa, we're playing NieR, Andy Brain. We need to get used to playing Wawa. Oh, that's right, we need to see Sister. Side questos. I don't know where I get rubber from. Goat hides is such a fucking grind. I'm guessing I have to grow rice. What's this one? Man, open a lighthouse. Oh, it go to the desert place. Okay, we're gonna see Sister first. Because I think she has a thing for us anyway. When Sin Banner is over. Yeah, I don't know when that is though, Daddy. Yoink. Mine. Oh, money. Money. Defense drops, which I don't really use. Hello, sister. Are you still diseased today?
Yona?
Yehona?
Oh, hey.
How are you feeling?
Like shit.
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
No. Got better things to do.
You bet.
Sure.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
No.
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
I'll stay, but get the fuck into bed and I'm gonna go away and do something. I wonder if that's like, well, we've saved just before, so I wonder if that's like a hard, like, if you stay with her, shit's gonna happen. I hear a voice. I squint, and I see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What's he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. What's he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S and ends with a T. Shit. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Seal. Oh, sealed verse. No, I was gonna say seal diver. It's not seal diver. It's a sealed verse. The thing I'm looking for. The key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it, I can't make them out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead, I act like a man and try not be crazy. I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do this for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I pass out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. At least it's not Forest to Come. That's a very sticky place. You don't want to go there. Hopefully. Great tree sap, though. The next morning. Do we sleep downstairs? Ew.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
We spent all this time with Yona. By that I mean we stayed in bed sleeping.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
Yes, I've got your disease. You diseased me.
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
None of your business.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
It was about a woman with giant fat tits.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh, she was doing horrible things to me in that dream. Was she? Oh, terrible. Terrible. Can't tell you, love.
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
Hey, I don't need to know about your things. Get out of here.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words.
Oh my
I
god.
think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
It's not all about you, Yona.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and Forest of Myth. But don't worry. I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything.
You better not go to the Forest of Myth or I'll kill
We
you.
should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
The game is Yona stays in bed and doesn't bother me. Side quest.
Next time you go out, could you pick something up for me?
Depends. Yona's gift.
Sure, Yona. What do you need?
A melon.
One melon.
You got it.
Don't I have a melon on me?
Don't forget the melon.
Oh no, I only I bought a load of melons, but I gave them all up for a quest. That's right. So I need to go to Facade, the whatever the place is.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I feel like Andy's letting out some deep rooted PTSD with Yona.
Come
yeah.
on. I need to go ask Popola something.
While she's in bed, I just punched the pillow. So, fuck you, Yona, you fucking bitch! I just wanted easy life growing my... I was gonna say seaweed. Growing my rice. I gotta go places and do things because you're diseased. What if she's not actually alive? What if we're just turned into a corpse at the moment? Has anybody seen... Apart from us, has anybody seen Yona? What if she's not actually alive? And it's all a lie? What if that is the case? Didn't think of that, did you? Give me your flesh. No, I need your hide, not your meat. No, I want the hide. Why is the drop rate on hide so fucking trash? Maybe you get hides in part 2 better. Maybe you get better drop rates in the second part of the game. He says nervously. No, that's probably not true. Yay, clay! We can make Clayface. Batman's favorite villain. Made of granite. But they thought clay sounded better, so they called him Clayface rather than Granite Face. Alright, so there's a man in the city, and we can buy melons from him, and there was another quest here as well. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I just don't remember what it was. Charge up the goo. 1, 2, 3, 4 Hadoken. Bad puppy. Is the puppy dead? Oh my god. Why would you kill the puppy? Ah, it's a scorpion. Okay. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. I'm near a health point anyway. I don't really care. Is this a scorpion? It is a scorpion. Give me a bit, scorpion. Come on. Nom 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 nom. Scorpion claw. Miss me. If they're on the map, not too hard to dodge. I didn't realize, though, that that's what that was. Alright, we are near a health point with the city close by anyway, so I don't really need to worry about dying of horrible, horrible poison. I would guess. I imagine, like, the letterboxes will fully heal me, right? Oh, yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. Ooh. Open the gate of goo. The great gates of goo. Oh, yeah, I don't die in the cities. Okay, that's good. Schlurpo. Right, there's one dude. Yeah. Oh, I can't jump over that. Of course I can't. You, strange man. A business.
Hey, do you have any fluorite for sale?
I'm sorry, sir, but the mine that supplied us with the material has been exhausted.
Oh, I see.
There may be some inside the Baron Temple. The rules, of course, forbid me from entering the temple, but if you were to go...
Well, we've come this far. Might as well finish the job.
Alright, so I gotta go to the temple. Okay, let's take you. Let me go to the vegetable store. Grocery store. One. She only wanted one melon, right? I think she only wanted one melon. I'll check. I don't trust myself. Yoda's gift. One melon. Okay, one melon. Please, ma'am, one melon. Melon, not watermelon, just melon, right? Let's check. I don't trust myself, as I mentioned. You have the... Yona asked you for a melon. We have said melon. Cool. Okay. So to the Baron Temple. Enter and say... Alright. Hey, up! Oh, it's not actually... When's, Daddy, you can check this if you like. When's Elden Ring out? The Elden Ring DLC thingy, side game thingy, you know. Is that out, like, within the next, like, couple of days? It can't be too far off, right? That should be super duper close. Granted, I'm more excited for the Lies of P DLC, but you know, more Elden Ring might be good. I'm hoping. I'm gonna give it a chance. 30th. Oh, so like 3 days. 2 if you don't include the couple of hours left of today. That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, boy. Hadoken. His name is Robert Patterson. His name is Robert Patterson. I don't need any of their bits, really, do I? Not really. Look at the puppies. Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. We are still assuming that there are infinite dogs in the desert. Bad dog. Give me your insignificant amount of XP. Give it to me. Not that way. Oh, there's scorpions here too, it seems. Yeah, that was one. Go away, puppy. Go away, puppy. Go away, puppy. Go away, puppy. Ah! Thank you, Kaine. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Any of you fuckers want to come down here? Poor blimey, Hadoken. Yeah, you don't want to come down here. Do you know when the Lies of P DLC's out, Daddy? Is that might be June or July, I think. So next, well, definitely not this month. I can't wait till Lies of P again. I'm gonna be terrible at it because I haven't done it in fucking forever. Which way do we go? I can't jump because I can't float. Hey, what are you doing here? What are you? What are you? Oh, it's a spy blob. It's a spy blob. Baby spiders. Kill the baby spider. Nom, 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 nom. This was not the right way, was it? No, it was. Oh my god, I'm smart. Boop, boop, boop. If you mean overtune, it doesn't seem like it's... The bat died on the platform that I need to use. That's kind of lame. Doesn't seem like it has a day, just summer. Okay, thank you, Daddy. I thought it had a dato. I can't believe that. The fucking bat lands on the sinking platform and goes, haha, well, too bad, buddy. May as well just kill you then, Spider-Man. Die, Spider-Man. Oh, no. Rainbow spider cell, that sounds pretty. Please let the thing have respawned. And by the thing, I mean the platform. Otherwise, we'll... Yeah, okay. It did. Fucking biat. Whee! 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 Alright. Do I see a room full of spy blores? I think I do. Hadouken. Murder. Thank you. Earning money tutorial. I think I could do that for real life. I could do some in life, like how to earn money. Well, more so earn money effectively, you know, or more effectively. How to be a more effective streamer. I reckon it'll be down the door that was blocked off before, which I think was this one, right? It was not this one. You lying slut. Maybe it's in the boss room, I guess. Ooh. Little smelly shades. Get out of here. I don't need to fight you, so. Run past him, why not, right? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bye-bye, losers. Open, says Andy. And the stuff should be right here, right? Right? The item that I need? Right? It's gonna be right in here. It's gonna have a big old glowy thing. Oh, it might actually be in here. No, maybe it's not, because I can't jump down there. Huh. Alright. Well, that's not it. Let's just check the thingy. In the Barren Temple, fluorite. Yeah, fluorite in the Barren Temple. What a vague thing. It's you need this one item. Where do I get it? No, the Barren Temple. Where? You know. In the temple. Yeah, but where in the temple? You know, come on. Yeah, mate, come on now, you know. Don't ask with me, you know. Oh, maybe this is it. Yay! I did it! God, I'm so fucking smart. I'm so fucking smart. Unbelievably intelligent. Women weep at my brain. Ah! Ignore that part. Ignore that bit. I still want to know how you get through that red door, though. Maybe there isn't a way. Maybe it's there to just throw you off. Who's to say, for sure. Daddy knows, but he won't tell me. Hadouken! No, you little shit weasel. Oh, you're dead anyway. Thank you, Kaine. Yeah. Maybe that's part 2? Maybe you come back in part 2 and do it? So, I guess I have to go back to where I came, right? Yeah, I guess we just have to go back this way. The lame way. Spy blobs! I'm dying, help me. Bad spider. Give me your goo. Giant spider silk. So there's giant spider silk and then there's rainbow spider silk. That's the fancy stuff. Alright, let's go. Open says Weiss, the floaty book. We're gonna ignore the Biat. Bye-bye, Bat. So we have the 2 side quests done. I wonder if more side quests will appear once these ones are done, as is the way of things, right? Whap whap. Oh, the little spider went up. Oh, we got a level up too. Look at it. Look at the little guy. Die, die, die. Look at that little guy. Thank you for my spider silk. Bye-bye, losers. I killed your parent. Ha-ha! I've left those spiders completely orphaned. I'm the hero of the story, by the by. Just so you know. Oh, wrong way. You have camera control? I do. I wonder if I should get Expedition 33. I'm hearing loads of rave reviews about it. My one thing that puts me off is it sounds like it's very French. And that can be obviously a very, very negative thing. So I'm unsure. It is very French. Ow, bad dog. But apart from that, it's got a lot of good reviews. I wouldn't say that the art design's desperately interesting either. Mainly because it's just realistic-y kind of looking people, which is kind of lame. Die, doggy. Bad puppy. French, disgusting. True. True and real. This is why, Daddy, I could never be with a VTuber like Saru. Too French. I know you like her, but too French for my blood, my dude. Way too French. Oui. Wait, you did like Saru, right? That was one of the ones I remember you being like, wow, she's a bit of R-rate, isn't she? What do I have to do with my my little bling bling now? Is that right? Bring it to the man. I assume the man is the guy in Seafront rather than the trader. I'm gonna make that assumption. I better be fucking right. Sorry, yeah, she's all right. French though, innit? That's a problem. She's got a good VTuber model, very expressive. Or rather, I would say she's got really good tracking for the model. It captures the mouth flap movement pretty well. Every time she has an interaction with a man, though, it seems like there's a new clip of her, and all of her audience is like, "Why aren't you having sex with that man?" She's like, "Ew, no, he's gross." It's like, yeah. Be a man, be a man, just be called ugly all the time. It is the way. This is the life that we lead, boys. This is how it goes, baby. Let's give Yona a fucking melon, since it's on the way to the other one. I have your melon, woman. Enjoy it. It will be the last melon you ever have. She's gonna die in part in part 2, right?
I got your melon,
Definitely.
Yona.
Thanks.
If there's anything else you want, just let me know.
2 melons.
Well, since you offered.
Oh,
would you
you
mind getting me a
fucking
watermelon?
bitch. You fucking cow. She's now telling me to go all the way back to
A
the fucking
watermelon this
desert.
time?
You fucking bitch. Oh, you fucking bitch. Can we just put a pillow over her face and let nature sort out the rest? Can we do that instead? What a cow. I'd be like, are you fucking serious? Like, if I was Flimbus, I'd be like, are you fucking serious? I was literally there. There were watermelons and melons, and you were like, ah, I'll just have a melon. And now you're like fucking around saying, oh, I want a watermelon now. What a little shit. Yeah, just go back to the desert. Go, yeah, trudge through the desert again so you can pick me up a pissing watermelon. Fuck's sake. You could grow them. That takes literally hours to do. Hours of actual gameplay time. No, it's not even gameplay time. It's real life time. Come on, pig. We can't be dealing with this bullshit. See, this is why I like you, pig. You serve a purpose, unlike my sister. Ah! I can also ram you into a wall, so if I should choose, you know. So what I'm saying is, pig versus Yona. Pig has a purpose. Pig can drift. Can Yona drift? I don't think so. What can Yona do? Yona can send you on missions to the desert. Wow. Wow, thanks, sis. Pretty cool. Pig you can ride. I just wish you could ride Pig into the desert. That would be useful. I think it's this guy up here, right? It is! Yay! Brain! Huzzah. I have your shit, son.
Here's that ore you wanted.
Oh, thank you. Now maybe my girl will let me hold her hand.
Oh, fuck, he's a simp. I forgot.
Here's the money for the material and a little extra for your time.
All right, simp.
Oh, hold on. This is way too much.
No, he needs to learn.
Are you kidding? That's what fluorite costs you on the open market.
Oh, then
I
it
only
should be
threw in
more.
a few coins for your trouble.
It's really that expensive?
Hey, I learned my lesson last time. From now on, it's nothing but the best for my girl.
Oh, he's a simp.
The human soul is an unfathomable thing.
You got that right.
Yeah, good luck,
Do you
dude.
think it possible that this man is being deceived by his lover?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Then we shall inform him at once.
Yeah, probably better if we don't.
What's this? Have you finally found someone you are unwilling to aid?
Look, relationships are messy, and sometimes you can't always understand what's going on between a couple.
There is nothing in this world that Grimoire Weiss cannot understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a simp's got a simp. You know, we can't save him. Yeah. Good luck, my dude. Enjoy that streamer lifestyle. Well, he's not going to enjoy the streamer lifestyle. It's supporting his favorite streamer, I suppose. Oh, fuck. I wondered if that guy'd respawned. Nope. You know, we're not going back to the desert. I'm going to make a save, and then we're just going to progress with the main story, okay? Fuck going back to the desert for a fucking melon. Fuck that noise. Hell no. Hell no. I wonder how long it takes to grind out upgrade materials, because we haven't found a huge amount. Because it's such a faff to upgrade your weapons, because it is such a journey to get to the blacksmith, I just don't want to upgrade my weapons. Again, maybe part 2 will be a little bit more forgiving with weapon upgrades. I don't know. Alright, save-o. We'll save over this. Then we can have pre-sleep Andy. Pre-sleep, saying we'll stay with Yona, and then post. That'll work. Alright, it's Poop. Let's go see Poopla now. The Pooper. Everyone's favorite. The Pooper. Boom, 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 boom. Knock, knock, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker.
What's up, Popola?
Poopla.
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
If this letter finds you well, I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. Concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. Okay. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Recently, there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream. Dream, evil dream, someone dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
Do they like to sleep there, I
The
presume?
Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them.
Maybe the pranks.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
For I too had a dream.
oh, well, all right.
Alright, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, whatever. It's just, yeah, whatever, mate. I don't give a shit. Whee! Whee! Gotta earn money. I don't know when our character is meant to eat, though. It's one of those things where they just do. Don't worry about it, right? Ah, okay, we're going this way again. Whee! I can ride my pig again. Yay. Let me ride my pig. Gregory the pig. I don't know if I'm happy with calling him Gregory, but Gregory was the name we're sitting on for the moment. Die. Die. Thank you. They die relatively quickly now, which is nice. So where are we going? Forest of Myth, over the bridge. Okay, so just aim the pig to the bridge and don't mess up. How hard could that be? Ah, easy. No problemo. Excuse me, pig. Whee! Nice. Like a glove. Oh, maybe this is where I'll find Robert. As they call it in the ancient texts. Robert. Wait, is this a fighty place or is it like a town? It might just be a town, I suppose.
It sure is quiet here.
Yeah, unlike
Such
White.
silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
Well, it's a big open area.
A little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
I don't know. I think not believing in things is a better defense. Oh, it's a man. Hello, man. Man with beard.
Beware. The words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious word. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
This is a big black text box. White's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stares at Flimbus and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past week, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who were caught were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
Said the mayor.
Have.
You didn't give me time to say said the mayor.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Flimbus' suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Flimbus had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation. A specific word. Something.
Flimbus and Wise racked their brains but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Wise chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
No.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Wise looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words blew over Flimbus like a contagion. Wait, said Flimbus suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Wise aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Wise suddenly, blurted out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Flimbus's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket and flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Flimbus. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of papier. Papier? For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Wise immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things change. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just wanted us to be whole again. I wanted us to be free. I won't stop trying until it happens. Flimbus nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Flimbus, just ask. Now hold on. I did not say that. Silence, cried Wise. The grimoire looked from Flimbus to the mayor and back again, his face filled with confidence. Grimoire Weiss, his face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head in realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, you're right! I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Wise. A dream, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager as you are to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called to the departing forms of Flimbus and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Flimbus slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Flimbus' mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. Moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankles. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Jesus Christ. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Flimbus to pick up the pace and grumbling about the slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Flimbus snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Flimbus leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots out from his back. How can the stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. Forests are pretty big. There are some fucking huge forests in the world, Flimbus. Come on. I don't know about your world. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzzing, clicking, and hissing roared out a volume that rattled his teeth. Flimbus slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Flimbus could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then Flimbus's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running into the forest. The sounds diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hands from his left ear, listening to the creatures of the forest. Zree, 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 zree! Sharakaka, sharakaka, sharakaka! That's almost the words, just go with it. Kakachi, kakachi, kakachi! What woman, what woman, what woman! A big booba, a big a booba! Chic, 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 chic! Chic, chic, chic. Jesus. Sound effects Andy. As the insect symphony dimmed around decibel, as the insects dimmed another decibel, Flimbus began to detect a pattern in the sounds. Really? Okay. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. One with it is lacking. 2 with it is idle. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, I feel sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then leave it to you. I leave it to you to answer. 1 is lacking, 2 is ideal, 3 is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw? How the hell should I know? I guess it would be a secret? Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Flimbus sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Flimbus like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at the passing of the test, Flimbus moved forward on with new intensity. The new path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on the path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Flimbus after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not misunderstand the will of the forest. For some happy pet you can suddenly befriend, we have no idea where the path leads. This is a lot of reading, holy shit. As Weiss finished speaking, The pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Flimbus picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of water, a musical note rang out. That'd be pretty. When the rock finally stopped moving, it sank to the bottom of the spring. The ripples it left behind came together, forming words. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Light, right? Breaks no glass. I enter. Yeah, it's light. Absurdly easy, barked Weiss, right? Now answer it. Flimbus gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion, which would be hard because he has no neck. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window. A bird. Yeah, it's a bird. It's a sunlight. Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off a plume, casting a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, Weiss said softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I misunderstood the injection of this place. Yeah, the intention of this place. Hey, look, cried Flimbus, awakening Weiss from his daze. There's a house. Something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it? Said Weiss. I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Flimbus walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door creaked open. A small man peered out, his body cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Flimbus. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have four legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and but by the night I have 3. What am I? It's a human. Flimbus tried. I remember this one because this is a famous one. There's also a very dark version of it. Flimbus tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his radale. Yeah, I suppose, said Flimbus. Well, it's another easy one. Man. It's man. Man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing a naked body. You're the mask, cried Flimbus. The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Wait, what? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulated you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. Oh, maybe if I got the questions wrong, it would repeat and it would send me back to the start. Yeah, I bet that's what it was, right? Maybe. As Flimbus watched, the mist seeped the ground enveloping the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Flimbus and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet, scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Flimbus and pummeled it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while the right hand seized Weiss by the cover and swung him round the air. Gah, by heaven, stop shaking me, you fool. We have not even told you we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd see you again. Flimbus withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think I did. The mayor's face beamed as Flimbus filled him in on the details. When the tale was done and the 3 of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep, Flimbus cocked his head. Okay, hang on a sec, this is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Flimbus and the mayor obediently reclined atop a grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Wise? It is the word that controls Death Dream, word that allows us to move forward from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then we shall sleep. And once we do, the story will continue. This is very meta, isn't it? There's the realization that the words are the thing that pushes the story forward, because there's nothing else. There's no audio, there's no visuals. It is literally the words that are the story at the moment. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breathing slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I had felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. And I try not to sneeze. Fuck, it went away, shit. Damn you, sneeze. They might have slept for an hour or a year. God, I could do with that. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt less thick, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Flimbus shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did make it back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through the village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could, figure out a way to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to earth. He stared at his legs as trying to remember how they worked. He then glanced at Flimbus and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and helped pull the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor, as a weary smile crossed his lips. You should relearn in short order, I'm sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on his feet unsteady. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained. When the prayer was finished, it's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstitions will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is the home of a powerful magic known as the sealed verse. Flimbus and Wise could not contain their surprise. It seems a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Wise, this certainly is a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, good-byes, okay, Flimbus mentioned a strange man who had given them the third riddle in the mysterious woods he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not you, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Flimbus tried to keep a straight face, and failed. But the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. Yes, that's when something doesn't mean anything, it totally never means anything. Flimbus gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank Christ.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
And I can stop reading.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtain the sealed verse, the dark execution. Summons magical spikes from the ground.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, don't worry about it. Boopy. Boopy. Don't think about it. Just accept it. Strength capsule. Medical pervert herb. Let's have a quick sniffle around before, like, I twiddle into another potential dream. No more pervert herbs. Give me something else. This is a wank village. It's got 3 people in it.
This person must be dreaming too.
Please don't make me read
It would
again.
appear that way, yes.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there.
I don't want to
That
read.
dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe a breath air scented with death and resist to urge to laugh. For I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My prison is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacomb of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sound of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is the forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he has forsaken me, true and real. An eternity slipped by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is the product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me! I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to the blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. Have you come to this place? How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Flimbus. Long have we been searching for you. Sorry. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Flimbus extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes were slow to adjust to the freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain, if that was how you pronounce that. I never thought I'd hear that again, I whispered. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I was forced to open my eyes and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. We do not make good our escape. We shall drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time is a long-forgotten friend. Made itself known again. I nod my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giganto. Oh my god. I squint down the corridors and proceed north. Oh. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come across a shapeless mass of grey matter. It has been shoved against the side wall. Despite my fever, I think I see an outline of the door just beyond. When I reach out my fingers to touch the piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again. The horror dawns full upon me. Someone had piled up those bodies towards the tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I did not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the possible position further. I make a sound, whether a scream or a laugh, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness. and I find myself opening the door and leaving the most terrible rooms. I squint down the corridor. I proceed east. I squint down the dim corridor. I proceed north. I squint down the corridors. I proceed north. The water rises to my waist. Exhausted and both physically and spiritually, I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I stand and squint. I stand at the sight of the water no longer and turn my eyes upwards. Imagine my surprise when I see the skies of paintings, a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothes of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe these people had lived long ago. One subject wears an outfit particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds. While encircling the figure's waist, it is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my hands. Yet, as I extend my fingers towards the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can make out a body. Whether or not it is the prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul long dead. Scrapes of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of fabric has survived. But beneath the features, the same delicate design that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked my view by the portrait of each victim and at their pinnacle. Enough! Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. Alright, south it is. South, south, west, south, north. It seems to be pushing me north. The water has risen to my chin and now laps gently at my mouth and nose. You dumb bastard, shouts Flimbus. He surely desires to say, but the rest of his insult cuts short by the rising water. Grimoire Weiss, wet and tattered, floats on the water surface. It is already too late for him. This isn't how it's supposed to end. What? How am I meant to fucking know? How am I meant to know? What the heck? How am I meant to know what is the correct answers? Is it just like fucking trial and error bullshit? Alright.
It's
Can't.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we try again. Well, we know what happens here. It's just go until we get somewhere. Alright, north. Yeah, that's the corpses. South. North. South. North. South. Well, I guess it's east. West. Okay, so it's not that. Okay. It feels like it's just ramming your head against the wall until you get the correct answer, right?
It's
Can't.
perhaps.
Okay, well, let's go again. Yeah. Yeah. North. East. West. East. West. South. North. East. West. Ah, fuck, I don't know. I fucking... Okay, I'm gonna check a guide, because I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what it wants me to do. I don't see a clue of what it wants me to do either. So fuck it. Alright. NieR guide, that'll do. Sorry, chat. Well, we might be here for 3 billion years if we don't do this bullshit now. Death Dream. Fucking... Oh, I got all those right. After you rescue the helping the other villagers, each takes 5 minutes of reading. They're optional, though. Completing them both earns you the Faith Sword. This weapon is necessary. Okay. Choose your own adventure. The woman's involves a logic puzzle. Yeah, but you don't tell me how to get fucking through it. What are you talking about? It's like, here's a guide. We're not going to tell you how to get through it, though. No, at least not that part. Okay. NieR, Replicant. Death Dream. Guide. Death Dream Guide. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. That's the dream. Castle directions. There we go. Okay. Let me get a pen so I can write it down so I don't need to keep flipping back and forth, all right? Okay? I need a bit of paper as well. Where's the paper? There it is. Okay. So, the correct way is... Please work, pen. Why is it always that when you want a pen, it never works first time? So it's north, east. How would you know this? North, east, north. Northeast, northeast, north. Okay. We won't look at the other one, because now we have the answer. That feels like fucking trial and error. Because there's no indication that you're going the right way. None.
Yes.
Not that I can tell. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Northeast. Alright, north. East. North. East. Find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain comforting. Yeah. Once here, I behold... So I need to do north. I'm making a note just so I don't lose my place. I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see the chairs surrounding the table of each holding a dinner guest. Noticing my movements, I approach the chair at the table's head. But as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I realize in horror the host, it's another corpse. An army of foul, writhing insects had made their homes in their remains. In this, the movement I saw. This one splendid feast was nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my hands back away from the table, destined to the thing. The dead were seated. This is a mistake. The chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat to the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath their feet. I can only pray for the unfortunate diners who were dead before the meal began. For if not, the simple task to envision their agonized screams must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that the souls had committed some form of terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. North. East. Against all hope, we made it to... Hang on, let's make a note. We made it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and so I give it myself to the effort. In tandem with Flimbus and Grimoire Vice, I slammed my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gave way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see the thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Wise. Then you are a woman, madam. I am. I proffer to the two a smile. Proffer? I suppose that comes as something as surprising how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Flimbus is disappointed that my dress will be no further description. But he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three set forth to the 2-hour awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the castle, proving the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar, and a fresh breeze blows through the hallways of the corridors, cleaning the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I
Agreed.
hear that.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
True. Right, the next one's said to be a logic puzzle. You know what? We'll hit the save point. Fuck it. I don't know if I'll die, and I don't want to go through that one again, to be honest. Alright. Logic puzzle. How hard could it be? Very logical.
Another victim.
I figured a book...
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Let's go. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and Flimbus had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
He said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Flimbus gotta read more. Flimbus nodded and wiped the sweat from his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed through the rocky surface, as if defying those who'd laid the material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Flimbus lightheaded. His feet hurt, his crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried to not let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No, this is no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artist work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but I think of it in this way, it might make it easier for you to bear. Flimbus glanced at Weiss' grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Flimbus' feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own sentence. We're definitely getting closer, said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Flimbus lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking and chose instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes open and his fingers pointed in the distance. Water, he cried. What? It's water! Water, asked Weiss. Preposterous. I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead, look at the sunlight. It's reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, Flimbus sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Flimbus closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is what is known as mirage, he said. Many desert travelers have spoken of such a things. Flimbus shook his head, bewildered, suddenly pointed off into the distance, his eyes widened once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look over there, right there. Flimbus sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Flimbus came to a halt. Could have sworn it was around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour. Goddamn, boy doesn't learn. An exasperated Weiss finally floated up to Flimbus and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough of this, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Flimbus' face clouded. There isn't? There is not. Perhaps next time you will listen to me and I will tell you as much. Weiss paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we've arrived at the City of Art. Flimbus stretched out before him. Flimbus looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried Flimbus, completely forgetting the heat and the pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched upwards towards the sky. But that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass. Oh, panes of glass. I thought it said grass. Panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their roofs, while others possessed a triangular cap. What kind of city is this? Said Flimbus. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Is this like an old city? Like Tokyo or something? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silently on steel. Yeah, it's Tokyo, the place where we started the game, right? Beautifully carved works of lights of red and amber and green dangled over streets. Yeah, 100%. As they moved away from the massive structures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they'd never encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or a purpose to the abstract works around them, Flimbus and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Flimbus uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable, if I could read, except for a single word chiseled in their right arms. One read Alpha, Beta, and the final one Gamma. Flimbus moved to touch the nearest statue. A bird flew from the top of the sculpture, alighting on the statue's shoulder. It emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one is real, the others are false. Only one is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. Oh, piss. The false will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. The little cunt. He could do more than that. As if on cue, the statue shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said Flimbus. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before Flimbus. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Flimbus and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one here. Okay, so far Alpha hasn't said the other ones by Alpha, Beta, or Gamma. That might change. Their respective pleas given, the three statues return to their frozen state as silence once again as the city envelops. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Weiss. Flimbus furrowed his eyebrows and considered the answer. Only one of them is real. I would guess Alpha, because the other ones referred to each other as Beta and Gamma. Oh, fuck, hang on. What did they say? Did one of them say that they were Gamma? Sorry, I think one of them said their name. Like, I think they called Beta Gamma or something like that, but I'm not sure. Let's go with Alpha, and then we can reread. Alpha is the real one. The eyes of the statue shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until Flimbus was forced to turn away. Oh, no, I was right. Yeah, he didn't say that he was Alpha or Gamma, so... Maybe I'm wrong.
It would seem we failed.
Yeah.
We'd best act...
This...
And then...
Okay. We'll need to read what they say. Oh, God. It wants you to skip through it, doesn't it? Sorry, chat. Talking about water. Should be getting to the city soon. This is the city. Enabled, yeah. Okay. Well, it's not Alpha, we know that. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Alpha. Oh, Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here. Beta is a fake. I'm gonna check because I don't quite know what I'm meant to be looking for, to be honest. Okay, so only one form is the real one is Beta. Simply give you a description, ponder the answer. It's just a way of refreshing your clues. As Weiss explains, once you answer Alpha. Okay, well. I mean, it would be a process of elimination. Though Flimbus' voice betrayed no lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. Fuck's sake, Weiss. If Alpha was telling the truth, began Weiss in a dry tone, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is a fake... Oh, okay, I see what he's saying. I couldn't be bothered to figure that shit out. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled into dust while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Weiss in a cheery voice. It's time you finally awoke. Thank you.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
Agreed.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Alrighty. I couldn't be bothered to go through it again and again and again. I was just like, oh.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Here, I have something for you.
One-handed sword faith.
Wow,
Okay.
this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown.
Never heard of
But
it.
we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
That it? I guess that's it. Oh, I think we already have the verse, don't we? That's probably why. Notice how Kaine didn't come here. She was just like, yeah, I'm not going to that shitty place. Go fuck yourself.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in the...
She probably will. Well, we saved the village. We got all the things. I guess that was a side mission. I guess you just had to save the mayor. And you got the word.
Get out of my way! I have to save Yona!
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage.
What? What do you mean? Sorry, sheep. Stop, pig. Whee! Alright. That was a lot of reading I had to do. More than I'd want. Alright, we'll hit the save point, as per usual. I've got to still get a pissing watermelon, don't I? Alright. Open says me. I thought we'd actually get to the manor today. I didn't think I'd be reading for 5 fucking years. Hi, Poopler.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal?
No.
The work probably won't happen for a while. But once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things.
Like fast travel?
Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out...
No problem.
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over... I'll mark the location. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to...
Got it.
That's kind of vague, but okie dokie. I mean, not vague, but you know what I mean. Like, oh, he's got a red bag. He's like, oh, okay, well, fair enough. Wah wah wee wah. Didn't we need to head to Seafront anyway to complete a mission? A side mission, I mean. Side quest. No. Not Yona's gift. Not that. Oh, I guess not. Silly Andy.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't fucking tell me about it.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. Fucking floaty book. How much stamina does it cost, though, to, like, how long can he float without rest? You know? Boop. I'm gonna fight this guy. Fuck this guy. Hadouken! Wing bada 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 bada. Wing bada bada bada. Hey, didn't hit me, loser. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hadouken! A simple machine. It's worth getting him because I think he's worth decent XP. It's never a bad idea to not kill him, you know? Come, pig! Go, pig! Sorry, Kaine. Whee! Boy and pig. Pig and boy. Whee! It's not very big game in terms of, like, how many places there are. Like, if you think about it, there's very few different areas, unless part 2 opens up, like, another new area. It's reasonably small, right?
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me—
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back.
Guy, he's a whiny bitch.
I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Oh, that's terrible.
Really?
Sure.
Well, she always...
Alright.
Thank you.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt...
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. But now, my sweet...
Okay.
Okay.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
I wonder when we get the next fishing challenge. Because I know there'll be more fishing. There's more fishery to do. Hello, wife.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop.
I'll do that.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or three?
Calm down.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Wee woo, wee woo. FBI, freeze! Dun dun dun. FBI, open up.
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag?
A red bag? Last time she came around, she mentioned something.
Leaving town.
Oh my god.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Ha 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 ha. The ha 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 ha. She's probably fine, right, guys? Ha 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 ha. Come on, pig. Whee! Okay, if you were a woman, chat, where would you be? Oh, is that her?
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
That. Red bag.
Hey, look.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his...
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
No, I think she turned into
I
a shade.
fear it likely, lad.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult...
I think she turned into a shade, because I don't know why a shade would pick up a bag. Why would a shade take a bag? You know, it's not like a big one where you could maybe, like, logically it out as like, oh, it got caught on it, and it didn't notice. Like, if it was a small one, she turned into a shade for whatever reason. Maybe she got the black scroll and turned into one. Maybe that's what it means to get the black scroll. You turn into a shadow. Maybe that's what the disease is.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
Yeah, she did.
We didn't, but...
There you go.
Oh, no.
So our fears were correct.
Oh, God.
Ask the man, leave him be. Why is this all... Yeah, why?
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because...
I think we should give him some...
I don't. Oh.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck.
Dumpling!
in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Okay, seriously.
Bruh. 5 minutes later, Lure.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
There's a fancy handbag.
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving.
What?
Oh, God, I'm such an idiot.
Idiot! Ate my fucking apple? I'm divorcing you!
Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Bro, what the heck?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Oh my god, I just went to see my mom and dad. Don't be such a spaz.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my
Oh my
family,
God.
gone for a week. Remember?
I know the stereotype that men don't listen, but bruh, you should like listen like I'm going away for a bit.
Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two
Agreed.
with all speed.
Stick around and listen. Suddenly remember.
I can't believe you didn't You
What? Oh, like you're some You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my...
Wait, you're...
Who's in the wrong here? I don't care. The wife who lost the bag.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend.
Did I cross...
I don't care. What the fuck?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
The hoarding slob of a man, the collection he's in the wrong here. Yeah, both of them.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Yeah, stop being stupid.
Talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Okay, so they like to live in a toxic relationship. Stay toxic, my brothers. Stay toxic.
Do you not even understand
Why are
how
we still
frustrating
here?
this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job?
Actually...
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy.
Oh my god.
Well, this calls for a celebration.
Where's my money? Where's my money? Actually, no. Go back and fix the canal thing.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Same.
Well, looks like they made up, so... all's well that ends well?
Yay!
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Just to find him to get back to
Oh,
work.
heck, the canal!
Oh god, why?
I can't thank you enough.
Sure, but listen...
All right. Well, now that my love life is rolling...
Oh, okay, well, Pog.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
Time to tell Poopler about the fucking nonsense. Stay toxic, my brothers, stay toxic.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings.
No.
Even when they're sort of mean and weird.
No.
If you
That's a
adopt
toxic.
such a
That's a
strategy,
toxic
I may leave for
relationship,
groceries one day and never return.
bro. That's a toxic relationship. That is not a good relationship. That is toxic to the core. Neither of them should be in that. They should both leave. Oh, that's a good relationship where they're constantly fighting over fucking nothing. No, what do you mean? What do you mean that's a good relationship? Get the fuck out of here. Are you Sorry. Are you retarded? I should get that as a sound clip from Brian Blessed, shouldn't I? Are you retarded? It's a great clip. I don't know what show it's from. All I know it's Brian Blessed dressed up as Henry VIII, and he says that for some reason, but I don't know why. But it's apt, I would say. I thought I'd get to the mansion today. I've already said that. I'm flabbergasted I'm not gonna. Hoopla, it's me.
Goodness. It sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Oh, that's it. Okay, Pog.
Hey, wait.
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Huh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit.
I guess so.
Thanks, Poopla. We. Bow, 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 bow. Right, chat. Because of all the reading I had to do, I'm gonna call it quits for today. I've got some side quests to do on my own. But thank you very much for coming up by. We'll be back tomorrow with Metal Bringer. So hopefully I'll see you then. Have a very good day, good evening, and a good night. I'm dead on the outside, dead on the inside. Until next time. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Will my Zoom work? No. Yeah.